Okay, Google, what does the weather look like tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Seattle, it'll be mostly cloudy, with a high of 59 and a low of 43.
What does my calendar look like?
Here are the events you requested. First up, you have
That right there is artificial intelligence in a very basic and premature state. Yes, Google Assistant is dumb. In fact, every computer on this planet is dumb in the context of human intelligence. But for many of you, something like Google Assistant or Siri is actually quite useful. You can check the weather, check your calendar, provide facts to settle arguments, deliver pertinent news, and much more. But these are all basic programmed tasks. Given the potential power of AI, Siri or Google Assistant's intelligence is actually surprisingly low. Can Siri carry on a long conversation about the prospect of putting humans on Mars? Can she comfort you if you're having a bad day? Can she do all your taxes for you? No. The farthest we've gotten with intelligent technology is a computer that can beat the world's best Go player, the hardest board game in the world, and apparently could beat top players in a video game as long as half the rules were changed. We're not quite to the humanoid robots or replicants of Blade Runner or Star Wars yet, but in many areas of our society, the AI we have is extremely useful and is being developed at lightning speed. Yet we must find a balance between rapid, unrestricted development and deployment of AI and tight regulations that could make AI essentially useless. Currently, the only AI that exists in our culture is artificial narrow intelligence, or weak AI. These are implementations of AI that can only apply intelligence to one problem or set of problems. Google DeepMind's AI, the computer that beat the best Go player. OpenAI's AI, the computer that beat the best Dota player. Siri, Google Assistant, IBM's Watson. These are all systems that can often outperform a human, but only in a set task. Google DeepMind's AI may be able to beat you in Go, but can it do your homework or cook for you? But the research and development of weak AI is heavily funded because these set tasks that different AIs can do is actually widely useful in today's turmoil of business, competition, and need for economic speed and efficiency. Companies like Google, Amazon, NVIDIA, Facebook, Uber, and numerous trading firms on and off Wall Street have adopted AI and rely large portions of their businesses on the success of it. Google, for example, gave DeepMind full administrative access to all of its 10 million servers, a computer with more access than its creators. This provides immense benefits, like massively reducing energy consumption at data centers, instantly identifying health issues and diagnosing patients in need of treatment, and automatically trading stocks based on terabytes of data. And with the exponential increase in the use of this technology, new jobs are created. The development of technology can move much faster, and people's lives are generally made easier. With the advent of self-driving cars, a technology that relies mainly on the use of AI, the number of accidents will greatly be reduced, and transportation speeds and efficiency will increase. Google implementing AI into Google Search, something we use regularly throughout the day, allows more useful and pertinent data to be supplied to users, and searching experiences to be more streamlined and personalized to one's habits, likes, dislikes, and interests. Think about it. Most of the time, Google can predict what you're going to ask before you even finish typing. These are examples of how great and useful weak AI is, but I would be an idiot if I didn't mention the drawbacks. And honestly, there are a lot. Take the 2010 dip in the stock market, for example. This was caused by numerous traders using the same AI and algorithms to trade stocks. Those algorithms had no way to account for each other and what the other AI was going to do. In other words, they had no rational judgment. So they all decided to sell on the same day. Fortunately, our market recovered, but with the increase of AI use in training and in society in general, the likelihood of crashes occurring with damages equating to or exceeding those of the Great Depression is increasing. Then arises the question of jobs. Yes, machines don't need to pay taxes. Machines don't have families to provide for. Machines don't have rents to pay and mortgages to fulfill. So what's going to happen when some computer takes my job as an Uber driver or a stock trader? The answer is shift, not destruction. The job market will shift to higher level jobs like controlling entire networks of AIs, exploring new planets or asteroids, or different areas on Earth with AI. Yes, there will almost certainly be a period of transition and disarray, but long-term, new jobs will be created. The job market shifted with the creation of cars and the internet, and I have no doubt it will shift with AI. But before we can worry about the future, we must worry about the present. There are two main problems right now that make AI volatile and dangerous: too much access and lack of consciousness. As many of you may know, Cambridge Analytica used millions of Americans' data from Facebook to alter the presidential election in Donald Trump's favor. This was made possible by AI. And AI was allowed to run free on private data collected on 50 million Facebook users, develop personality assessments of each user, and then supply them with specially designed ads to alter their opinions and change their minds about the election. So it's fair to say Donald Trump is in office right now largely because of AI. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. If countries start developing artificially intelligent weapons that can decide who lives and who dies, I think we can all agree the world would not be a better place. The other problem with weak AI is that it can only consider a restricted set of data and act on a set problem. If weak AI could behave like a human, it would be able to consider and anticipate the decisions of other humans and take that decision-making into account when making stock trades or driving cars. To make AI safer, we need to move away from weak AI and toward a more holistic and conscious AI. This is called artificial general intelligence, or strong AI. Though it does not exist yet, strong AI is the concept that machines would be able to experience consciousness. Despite popular belief, having a machine that's as smart or smarter than a human is actually safer than the weak AI that exists today. In the context of an AI-controlled rocket launcher, a hacker could simply change a few lines of code in the software so that with weak AI, the launcher could identify a plane that says Delta on it and target that instead of a Russian fighter jet. But with strong AI, the launcher would be able to identify that a plane that says Delta on it is likely a commercial airliner and therefore has civilians on it. The launcher would then consciously decide not to shoot it because it knows that killing civilians is bad. That saves lives and makes the rocket a much more versatile, smart, and protective device rather than a wild weapon that could kill anyone at any moment. As Elon Musk stated, the pace of progress in artificial intelligence is incredibly fast. Unless you have direct exposure to groups like DeepMind, you have no idea how fast. It is growing at a pace close to exponential. He later estimates that we could see fully functional strong AI in just 5 to 10 years. So we are very, very close. And it is this combo of conscious AI and strong regulations that will keep AI safe yet widely beneficial. It will ensure the absence of a repeat of something like the 2016 election, the creation of rocket launchers with no judgment, or the mass destruction or alteration of data at a large company like Google. But I stress the urgency of this issue now. Weak AI is being implemented more and more every day, and strong AI is estimated to be just 5 to 10 years away, and we need to ensure both are regulated and won't cause any more damage. In 2015, over 600 highly reputable individuals in the technology industry, such as Steve Wozniak, Elon Musk, and Stephen Hawking, signed an open letter that stated that we need to stress the urgency of researching AI and its dangers. As the letter states, quote, "There is no guarantee that a future in which robots and computers will become so smart and clever that they will be able to manipulate us to their own ends will never occur. Follow the lead of these individuals and push for regulation. AI has unfathomable amounts of potential, but right now it could be the next nuclear bomb or it could be the next light bulb. The decision is ours." Thank you.